Good morning, students. Let's continue with our lesson, the necklace. As I told you, it is the story of a very ambitious lady, Matilda, who was having a sort of daydreaming attitude. Though she herself was born in an ordinary family, even married to an ordinary man, ordinary clerk, but she had high dreams from her life. And when they were not fulfilled, she remained unhappy. She remained sad. She was completely dissatisfied with her life. So, as I told you yesterday, that her husband brought an invitation for the party, but she became sad and she requested to buy her a beautiful dress. The husband agreed and wanted to know that how much it would cost. She said that it would cost near about 400 francs. And the husband agreed for the money that he had saved to buy to purchase a gun. Fine. So let's continue. The day of the ball approached, and Ma'am Loisel seemed sad, disturbed, anxious. Fine. Nevertheless, her dress was nearly ready. Her husband said to her one evening, "What is the matter with you? You have acted strangely for 2 or 3 days." And she responded, "I am vexed not to have a jewel, nothing to adorn myself with. I shall have such a poverty-stricken look. I would prefer not to go to this party." Even after getting a new dress, she is saying like this. So, when the time of ball was approaching, Madame Loisel seemed sad. She again became sad and disturbed, sad, disturbed, anxious. But her husband was anxious about her. He asked her that what was the matter, and then she said that though she had a dress, but she had no jewelry to wear, and she would look quite poverty-stricken. You must be understanding what is the meaning of poverty-stricken. One who is affected by poverty, one who is engrossed in poverty. So she said that she had nothing to adorn. Fine. He replied, "You can wear some natural flowers. In this season, they look very cheap." She was not convinced. "No," she replied. "There is nothing more humiliating than to have a shabby hair in the midst of rich women." Remember, children, this word is woman, and there is difference of pronunciation between these two. It is woman, woman, and it is women. Plural is women. When you listen to this word, you have to write en in your copy notebook whenever you are being dictated. Okay? So those singular and plural only the matter of one letter, that is A and E, but there is a difference in pronunciation. Okay? Then she was not convinced. At the suggestion of her husband that she should wear some flower as jewelry. You must be knowing that flowers are also used in making jewelry in South India. They are very popular. And nowadays, you must have been watching in videos or like wedding videos. Theme is kept on the basis of flowers. Okay? The bride is decorated. White is adorned with floral designs, floral jewelry. And at that time, this floral jewelry was also in fashion. But she was not convinced at this idea of her husband. She said that they would not look good and their fragrance would not appear good among the rich ladies at the party. Then her husband cried out, "How stupid we are! Go and find your friend, my Forestier, and ask her to lend her jewels." Oh, then he reminded that she had her friend, Ma'am Loisel, and go to her and ask her to lend her means lend his wife some jewelry. She uttered a cry of joy. "It is true," she said. "I had not thought of that." She said she became so happy she gave a cry in a joy. She said that, "Yes, you are right. It is true that she even did not think of that." The next day, she took herself to her friend's house and related her story of distress. Ma'am Forrester went to her closet, took out a large jewel case, brought it, opened it, and said, "Choose, my dear." And she went to her friend's Madame Forrester's house the very next day and told her the whole story of her distress, means her disappointment, her sadness, and she also became pleasant. She was very generous. She brought her box of jewels and opened before her and asked her to choose the jewelry of her choice. She saw at first some bracelets, then a collar of pearls, then a Venetian cross of gold, and jewels of admirable workmanship. She tried the jewels before the glass, hesitated, but could neither decide to take them nor leave them. Then she asked, "Have you nothing more?" She tried all the other jewelry which were in the box, bracelets, the collar of pearls, the necklace of pearls, then a Venetian cross of gold cross even, and other admirable jewels of workmanship, means craftsmanship. Very beautiful jewelry was there with her. But she could not decide what to take. So she asked if she had anything else. "Why, yes, look for yourself. I do not know what will please you." So she said that Madame Forestier asked her to find the jewels for herself. Actually, she said that she did not know what would please her, means what kind of jewelry would be liked by her, so she asked to choose by herself. Suddenly, she discovered in a black satin box a superb necklace of diamonds. Her hands trembled as she took it out. She placed it about her throat against her dress and was ecstatic. Then she asked in a hesitating voice, full of anxiety, "Could you lend me this?" "Why, only this?" "Okay, now what happened?" Suddenly she found a black satin box in which a superb necklace of diamond was kept. For taking it away, her hands started trembling. Actually, she had that much hesitation. And because of that hesitation, her hands started trembling. So she placed it about her throat against her dress. She tried to keep it on her throat against her dress, and it was ecstatic. Ecstatic means beyond comparison, extraordinary, beautiful, ecstatic. Then she said, she asked her in a very hesitating voice, though she was very anxious, full of anxiety, could you lend me this? Only this. बस ये दे दो मुझे. I want only this necklace. Why? Yes, certainly. Sis Forrester was also ready. She said, of course you can take it. Now page number 88. She fell upon, 48. It is 48. She fell upon the neck of her friend, embraced her with passion, and then went away with her treasure. She was very happy and she expressed her gratitude towards her friend, embraced her with passion. She fell upon the neck of her friend, उसको गले लगा लिया, and then went away with her treasure. The day of the ball arrived. Ma'am Loisel was a great success. She was the prettiest of all, elegant, gracious, smiling, and full of joy. All the men noticed her, asked her name, and wanted to be presented. Now she was there in the party, and she was a success over there. She on the scheduled day, she reached there, means both of them reached there at the party. Ma'am Loisel was a great success. She was looking very pretty, elegant, gracious, smiling, and with full of joy. She was feeling very happy over there. All the men noticed her, asked her name, means she was a center of attraction in the party. She danced with enthusiasm, intoxicated with pleasure, thinking of nothing but all this admiration, this victory so complete and sweet to her heart. Okay? She was very happy. She danced with enthusiasm. She was intoxicated with pleasure, very happy. Means there was no sad, no regret, nothing, no negative feeling. She was only happy, happy, and happy. And therefore, this phrase is used, intoxicated with pleasure. Then everyone was admiring her, praising her. This victory so complete and sweet to her heart. Now she was feeling herself victorious. Fine. She went home towards 4 o'clock in the morning. Her husband had been half asleep in one of the little salons since midnight, with 3 other gentlemen whose wives were enjoying themselves very much. Now it was the time of their departure. They were moving towards their home at 4 o'clock, means late at night, early in the morning, we can say. Her husband had been half asleep in one of the little salons since midnight. वो उसके husband half asleep थे, with 3 other gentlemen whose wives were enjoying themselves with her. He was also half asleep with 3 of his other friends and their wives were also enjoying in the party. He threw around her shoulders the modest wraps they had carried, whose poverty clashed with the elegance of the ball costume. She in, wished to hurry away in order not to be noticed by the other women who were wrapping themselves in rich furs. Now, her protective husband threw around her shoulders the modest wraps. Wraps means the, you can say, fur or the covering, means the cloth, the warm clothes, or we can say shawl like stall or shawl, you can say, and rich women wear such clothes in the form of rich furs. F-U-R-S, furs, you must be knowing their meaning. So she did not like such a covering, means that wrap, WRAP wraps, that covering that they had carried with them. And she wished to hurry away in order not to be noticed by other women. And she wanted to run away from that place so that the clothes which was brought from their home should not be noticed by the rich women at the party. Loisel detained her. Wait, said he, I am going to call a cab. So when she wanted to go away from that party, her husband asked her to wait as he was going to call a cab. Cab means taxi. But she would not listen and descended the steps rapidly. When they were in the street, they found no carriage and they began to see for one, hailing the coachman whom they saw at a distance. But she did not listen to her husband's advice and she descended the steps hastily in a hurry. When they reached in the street, there was no carriage, no taxi, and they began to seek for one. They were started waiting for the taxi, and then suddenly they saw a coachman, and they held out to him. Held means shouted. They called out to him. They walked along toward the river, hopeless and shivering. Finally, they found one of those old carriages that one sees in Paris after nightfall. It took them as far as their door, and they went wearily up to their apartment. It was all over for her. And on his part, he remembered that he would have to be at the office by 10 o'clock. She removed the wraps from her shoulders before the glass for a final view of herself in her glory. Suddenly she uttered a cry. Her necklace was not around her neck. All the glory, all the joy vanished in a moment. So at that time, when she came out of the party and they did not get any cab or carriage, they started moving along the river, hopeless and shivering. It was a cold time, cold season, and they started shivering. And suddenly they found the old carriages that one sees in Paris after nightfall. The carriage took them to their apartment and then they wearily entered into their apartment. It was all over for her. All the charm had gone away. Then she wanted to look in the mirror once again. And when suddenly she took away the wrap, she saw that the necklace was not around her neck. And it was a big disappointment to her. So I hope you have got it. You are understanding what has been taught to you. Let's continue. It is Loisel, already half undressed, asked, "What is the matter?" She turned towards him excitedly. I no longer have my forester's necklace. Now she started stammering. Miss Loisel was getting ready for the sleep to go to bed, and when she shouted, he asked her what was the matter. She ran towards him and said stammeringly, I have lost Ma'am Forrester's necklace. It was no longer there in her neck, round her neck. He arose in dismay. Wow, how is that? It is not possible. He was also shocked that how it had happened. It should not be there. It was not possible. It should not be there. And they looked in the folds of the dress, in the folds of the cloak, in the pockets, everywhere. They could not find it. Now they started, it was very natural, and they started looking for it here and there in pocket, in the folds of the dress, everywhere, in the folds of the cloak. I told you the meaning of the cloak. It is a long gown worn by different at different occasions, means when rich people or princely people used to wear cloak, long gown. So in the folds of the cloak, everywhere they started, in pockets, and they started looking for it everywhere, but they could not find it. He asked, "You are sure you still had it when we left the minister's house?" So husband asked her that if she was sure that it was there round her neck when they left the minister's house. Yes, I felt as we came out. She replied in affirmative and said that, yeah, she felt as they were coming out of the house, of the minister's house. But if you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. Then husband said that if she had lost it in the street, she would have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. It must be in the cab. Yes, it is possible. Did you take the number? Then it was a matter of the number of, means taxi number. No, and you, did you notice what it was? Then she said, means both of these were discussing about noting down the number of the cab, but both of them did not noted them down. No, they looked at each other utterly cast down. Finally, Loisel dressed himself again. Now they were very disappointed. They looked at each other with their eyes down, and Loisel was again getting ready. Finally, he dressed himself again. "I am going," he said, "over the track where we went on foot to see if I can find it out." So therefore, he said that he was going over the track means where they walked along the road, along the river. So he decided to go over there to find out to search for the necklace. Okay. So we will continue with the rest part of the lesson tomorrow.